Hi, this is Chris, and this is probably one of my last grass reports, but I really wanted to do it to show those I know and love. And yeah, you can see here this Kentucky 31 fescue, no problem at all with it. And those hardwoods are really starting to reach. And let's see. Yeah, no problem at all. Now where it's flattened out there a little bit, that's where my buddy cowboy comes up and lays. But yeah, you can see. I'm going to let whatever will come in try. And then I'll go ahead and weed eat it. Like I did here earlier. Now, you got to admit, it's really looking good. Now, I did a real detailed weed eating. And if you see there's still overseeding that hasn't kicked in yet. And it's the same in every flat spot here, but I did a real detailed weed eating with the little Ryobi. There we go. And I really needed to, because in through here it was getting so tall that it was blocking new sprouts. It was getting tall and just laying over. You can see there's a lot of mulch from all that tall junk that was laying there, but yeah, I'll clean up those rocks today, something like that. Man, looking really good in through here. Yep. Yeah, it's fairly soft to walk on too. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Clean up the cans over there. That old AC unit stashed. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to have grass. I don't know if I should lime the new grass. I'm going to have to go ahead and look that up. This is acidic clay soil. But yeah, and you can see the overseeding right down in there, which hasn't really kicked in. I have enough left for one more overseeding. Yeah, you can see there, I threw a lot of seed in around there, but now I don't think I'm going to have any problem. Now that it's opened up, and that new stuff isn't going to have a problem sprouting. Next paycheck, I'll probably go ahead and bring the grass in all over through here, this side of the visual barrier, all in through there. But I am going to level up a small spot in front of the shop, just to get a vehicle in front of it. I got to get a couple loads of backfill, and I'll backfill it up to the lip there, and that should let me push it out and yeah, get maybe a small level area. And that's just to get a truck there, a vehicle there. And yeah, this is looking so good. And let me show you again. This isn't going to be a long one. We'll take a look at the other side. Yeah, that's looking very nice. Yeah. Now down below, in a big open area, down closer to the lake, they have grass in a shaded area like this with a lot of trees, and it's beautiful. It's just short grass and moss, and no dirt, anything like that. Okay, you can see there's no problem in here, and I'm pretty see what's going to come in. That's junk there. That's a weed, but I'll go ahead and whack all the other stuff. These hardwoods, man, look at these hardwoods. They are really going. Look at that. That green part there, that's new growth. It's about 5 or 6 days. Of course, we're hitting another major rain cycle, and that will do. Now you can see here where it's getting tall, like I said, and it lays over and stops new sprouts. So I need to whack it down like I did over there. But man, look at this. Oh, nice and soft to walk on. Kentucky 31 fescue. It came in around there very nicely. Oh yeah, not having any problem. And after I weed whack this and just leave the hardwoods, it's going to look as nice as the other section over there. I'll do a real detailed weed eating. Yeah, see, you can see it's gets kind of tall there and stops to do sprouts, so I need to whack it all back. Up here around the ditch was the most difficult part. But now you can see it's not going to really be a problem. I have enough seed for another overseeding, and I'll make sure and get this bank overseeded. Next rain cycle's due in a couple days. Look at this. All I did was throw just a little bit of extra seed up and through there, and that whole big area is coming in. Yeah, so just weed whack. All that's left is little hardwoods and grass. I don't think it could be easier. Then up here, on the other side of the burn log, yeah, you can see lots of sprouts, hardwood sprouts, lots of wild grass. Same plan for there, except I haven't seeded it yet. I'll whack it down to where all that's left is the little hardwoods I want, and only the grass will come in. A lot of wild grass coming in over there. You can see that. And then back in there, I'll get the Husqvarna monster weed eater, and I'll whack all that back. Because all I want to come in is wild grass, and you can see that wild grass will come in. But it gets so tall, you know, it tends to block other grass from sprouting. But yeah, I need to whack all this back through here with the Husqvarna, but that won't take long. The thing has like titanium string. Almost indestructible. Yeah, this is nice. Not only that, the microclimate is a lot cooler. You can see it was all dirt like that everywhere, up and through there, and it's a lot cooler with this grass. That's unbelievable. Now let me show you the best parts of my sign off. Yeah, there we go. I see with the awning on the front there, 20-foot awning, it'll stick out like 8 feet. So up there on the walkway, I'll have room for chairs, and the awning, 8 feet of coverage. Oh, that's a lot of shade. And you can see, man, it's looking so nice. Another big rain cycle coming up too. I think I nailed it right this year, because the last few years weren't so good. All right, this is Chris signing off.